Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon. Today we're going to be talking about Dylan Harper in his first 2 games with the San Antonio Spurs in the preseason. Dylan Harper has been able to show off some great qualities so far through these first 2 games, some of which being, his instincts, playmaking, decisiveness, poise, control, and that's just to name a few. And we're going to be diving into these things today, starting with the playmaking and then scoring, and then a couple miscellaneous things, and then the defense. Where I want to start with the playmaking is just he has been a facilitator, exactly what you could have asked for him coming out of college. He has been very unselfish. He's looked extremely comfortable, especially in pick and roll and dribble handoff type situations as a playmaker as well as a scorer. And overall, my favorite place that we've been able to see him playmake and facilitate is in those pick and roll situations and dribble handoffs. Specifically with him and Luke Kornet, I thought they have looked incredible together. Here's one possession, a high pick and roll possession with Luke Kornet. He throws it up for a very smooth lob for an easy 2 points. Here's another one out of a pick and roll situation. He comes off the screen and gives a really quick, slippy and tight bounce pass to Luke Kornet for an easy 2 points on the inside. Well, not easy 2 points. It was an and one. It was a really tough finish. And Dylan Harper has only had 2 turnovers so far in the preseason. One of them was an offensive foul, and the second one was in a pick and roll situation with Luke Kornet. He made the pass to Kornet, but it was picked off by J Huff. J Huff made a really good play, and it wasn't the greatest pass, but he had the right idea. And also out of that pick and roll, making some really nice swing passes to the wings in the corner. All right, we have one where he gets the ball at top of the key, coming off a screen left side. He sees Keldon Johnson flash up to the wing, and he makes a really good pass to the outside. Another one, he's coming off a screen from Luke Kornet, left side of the basketball court, drives into the inside, draws the second defender in Ace Bailey, and kicks it back out to Devin Vassell for a really great shot. And we got to see him do stuff like this a lot. Here's him coming off another screen from Luke Kornet. Julian Champagnie flashes up for Dylan Harper for an easy shot. Now he did not make it, but it was a really good shot. And the next place where we were able to see his playmaking and facilitating that I thought really stuck out to me was in those drive and kick situations. He had one really nice one to Julian Champagnie, another one to Keldon Johnson. I thought that one looked really good as well. Him just driving into the inside, penetrating the defense and kicking it back out. And we really got to see this tonight against the Indiana Pacers, where he was just being the point guard. Here's one possession against the Jazz that I wanted to look at. He brings the ball up the court, comes off one screen left side, makes a great pass to the corner to Keldon Johnson. It does not turn into anything. Dylan Harper ends up getting the ball back, makes an extra pass, and then that leads to a Keldon Johnson drive, another kick out, and then a great shot from Harrison Barnes. And then the one I'm pretty sure most everybody has seen, Dylan Harper just throws it up basically from the logo to Wembanyama. That was a very dangerous play. Kevin Love was really in his landing space there. That could have been very bad. And again, especially against the Indiana Pacers, he had 8 assists tonight. He was just dishing the ball around to his teammates, making great passes. A lot of them weren't even crazy fancy passes. He was just making the right reads, giving his teammates the ball in good situations for them to thrive and get good shots. We had a really nice possession, and this is where we'll go ahead and just go over to the scoring. End of the quarter, he gets a great screen from Luke Kornet, and he does what he did so many times in college, splits the defense, drives to the inside, and rises up for a left-hand layup. And if we go back to his first bucket in the preseason, they drew up a really nice play just to get him on the board off the rip. He made the entry pass, went around the screen, acted like he was going to set another screen, and then slipped it, dove to the basket to the inside. He used his body to shield off his defender. And then right after that, he picked up Keontae George and then just gets whacked in the face. And I really want to talk about this miss. Usually I'd wait till the end to talk about the misses, but the separation that he created off of this James Harden-esque step back was absolutely ridiculous. He just rushed the shot. If he didn't rush the shot, it probably would have been shmoney, but he did rush the shot. But if we look at some more plays of him actually scoring and getting up on the board, pretty sure we've seen him knock down 2 so far from the corner, catch and shoot threes. They weren't anything crazy or spectacular, but you just love to see him knocking down that corner 3 early on to build that confidence as a catch and shoot shooter. And the first shot that he took from the corner, he missed it long. And then the next 2 that he shot, he made both of them.
But if you're still here and enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button.
And he's doing exactly what you want out of the guard that's going to be coming off your bench to run your second unit. He looks like that's his job. And that's great because that is going to be his job most likely. And here's another one I really wanted to look at. He was bringing the ball up the court and he gets a double high screen with Luke Kornet and Victor Wembanyama. By the way, I have loved the double big minutes that they've give those 2 so far. I thought they've looked so good. But he comes off the right side of that screen. He's able to get Ace Bailey caught up in it a little bit, and it's enough to give him space to get to the inside, and he uses that inside hand to protect himself on that layup for a very smooth 2 points. Another play I liked a lot. Vic had the ball posted up, and Dylan Harper was going to cut to the inside, and he realized, I need to get out of there. I need to get some spacing here. Goes out to the corner. Vic kicks it to him. He drives and attacks a closeout and steps it back for a beautiful step back midi. From the little bit that we've seen from him as a jump shooter, he's looked good and confident in that area. And we know Dylan Harper can shoot the basketball, not as efficiently as you would like in college, but what you love out of Dylan Harper's scoring ability is his ability to get to the basket with his size and frame, creativity, all that kind of stuff. And here was a really great example. He gets picked up at the half court by Cam campaign, and he's getting pressed. And he just drives on a hard, strong line straight to the basket, goes up for a lefty layup, and it was an and one. And we saw him be able to draw some contact as well. He tried another time to draw some contact on the inside, and he didn't get it. So it kind of looked like a dumb shot, but he was trying to get a foul. But he did have one where he was able to get that foul. And if we look at some of his misses and turnovers, like I mentioned earlier, he missed 1-3 from the corner. He had a strong drive to the inside on Benedict Mathurin, and it was a very Dylan Harper-esque shot. It just didn't fall. He just muscled his way to the basket and put that floater up, and it didn't go in. He had another one off a dribble handoff where he had Harrison Barnes wide open at the top of the key, but he took a really bad floater, and it wasn't even close to going in. And then he had another one that was a really good shot on, I believe it was the left side of the basket. It was a little snatch back mid-range. I thought that was a really good shot. He just missed that one as well. But we've been able to see the shot creation. We've seen a little bit of shot making. We've seen his ability to get to the basket and finish. We've seen the facilitating. We've seen the playmaking. We've seen the vision, the poise, the control, the creativity, all that kind of stuff that you drafted Dylan Harper for. He's already showing you, and he has not been doing too much. That was another thing I was really excited about. He is playing in the flow of the offense, playing the role that they want him to play, and he just seems very bought into what's going on in San Antonio, which I love for him. And this is where we're going to talk about the defense, because he has had some really, really great possessions on defense, and I was kind of questioning his defense coming out of college. I knew he had the size and the length to be a really good defender, but I felt like, especially off the ball, he just really didn't do a whole lot, I felt, in college. But he's giving full effort. There was a play where he dove on Aaron Nesmith's knees trying to get a ball. He's been able to show off the good hands. He's had a few possessions where he's able to poke the ball up. Here was a really great possession that we'll look at real quick. Picking up Keontae George full court. Keontae's trying to walk him down. He gets a screen. Dylan Harper stays with him, goes over the screen. Able to make Keontae pass out of it. Dylan sticks with him and then switches with his teammate, and he's able to get a really good deflection on the ball. And that's just the kind of possessions that I'm talking about. Like, Dylan Harper has been picking up full court basically the entire preseason off makes, and he has done such a good job navigating screens. He's fighting over screens. He's not just getting caught up in a screen and being okay with it. He's trying to fight over these screens. I feel like he's navigated them very well. Another thing that I felt like I've been really impressed with on the defensive side, other than just the effort and the screen navigation and stuff like that, and his aggressiveness, that's another thing I will say. He has been very aggressive and engaged, which I just love out of him so much, which is really going to fit his role coming off the bench as a facilitator and a scorer off the bench, but also being able to be an aggressive defender. There was a couple possessions where he was a little bit too aggressive, like a really reckless closeout or something like that, but he has been communicating and switching very, very well on defense, pointing around, switching with his teammates, being a vocal leader on the offensive and defensive side. And out of your rookie guard, your 19-year-old rookie guard, we're the same age, by the way. We have the exact same birthday. You just love it. I have been so impressed with Dylan Harper. He has not came out and put up, 25 and 8, which is what some people want to see from a rookie in the preseason. So maybe some very casual NBA fans are like, oh, 11 points, 9 points. He's playing very well. He really is playing very well. And I just feel like that's everything that you wanted out of Dylan Harper coming out of college. And again, this is preseason. I don't mean to overanalyze or anything like that. But, especially against the Pacers tonight, he's playing against real NBA players. Campaign, Benedict Mathurin, guarding Ace Bailey in possessions, picking up Keontae George, a 20 points per game scorer. Let me know what you enjoyed about Dylan Harper through these two first preseason games so far, what you haven't enjoyed. I'm trying to think of something to nitpick. I mean, he's had a couple fouls that were kind of like wishy-washy. I don't know what to nitpick. I like to be able to come up here with these type of videos and be like, okay, well, maybe this or maybe that.
I guess you could nitpick like finishing through contact or jump shooting or something like that. Who cares? He's a 19-year-old hooper coming off the bench for Steph Castle and De'Aaron Fox. He gonna be just fine.
Comment of the day real quick. We'll be very fast with this. Shout out to my boy Mo, who's always commenting on all my videos. I very much appreciate your support, my friend. I love you all. Jesus Christ loves you all. Whether you feel it, whether you see it, don't see it, don't feel it, don't care, don't recognize it. God is always working, my friends. He does not take days off. Take care of yourself. If you got a family, take care of yourself and your family and your friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, whatever time it is for you. Again, let me know what you think about Dylan Harper, them Rutgers boys, Ace Bailey as well. Gonna be posting on Wednesday or Thursday, most likely Thursday, but I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, man, take care. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.